Austin Powers always defeats me because he has mojo.
Mojo?
Mojo. The libido, the life force, the essence, the right stuff. What the French call a certain... I don't know what.
Hi guys, and welcome from the Eichberg. This will be a maiden flight of the Vortex 230 Mojo. Wish me luck. First doing a bit of a line of sight flying. Not like QUADMOVR, not exactly like him, but almost. And then I will see if I still have some light for some nice FPV flying. Literally seconds later, it just worked so well. It feels really lightweight in the air. It has enough power. So I will try an FPV flight now. Let's check it out. Okay, so I had a few packs, standard tunes, really right out of the box. I mean, I spent only 10 minutes inserting a receiver, binding the receiver and running through the TX wizard. Didn't even bother to connect the flight control to the laptop, to the Vortex configurator. Stock, it came on Betaflight 317 with just really good tunes. So I noticed some prop wash oscillations. If you catch it from a really steep fall, it wobbles a bit. So with some knowledge and tuning, this can be flattened out, I guess. The camera isn't the best yet, still totally flyable, but there are definitely better cam options out there, but this would have driven the price up, I guess. Battery eater, yes. If you fly fast, you don't fly that long. With one pack I tried to fly really smooth and calm, and I was around 8 to 10 amps. I could get a decent amount of minutes out of it, so it can be a cruiser. You can go with the larger 3-cell battery maybe if you just want to cruise around with it. Should be fine as well. Just also love how the frame looks. That's it for the first flight from the Eichberg. I will sure show you some more clips now from another location. See you there! Hello guys, RCSchim on the Eichberg. It's really nice for a late November. It's like almost t-shirt temps. Got the t-shirt. That's why I'm here today. I'll show you a bit more about the setup and my modifications to the stock Vortex that I did. So today on the bench, and it's really the bench, I have the Foxeer 4K box session clone up here, and it's definitely meant to be used with a session type cam. A broader GoPro 3, 4, 5 wouldn't fit here. A longer one maybe, if you get some extra space and move the battery back, you can maybe hit the run cam or legend here. One thing I changed is the cam. This is a RunCam Swift 2, which I had just lying around, which did fit nice there. The stock cam it comes with is normally not bad, but on light changes I didn't like it too much, so I opted for this here. As a counterweight from the RunCam I have a Foxeer antenna, and for the radio link I swapped to the TBS Micro JR module because it was such an easy fit, nice solution. Cheap, and my 2.4 GHz link has been not too reliable lately on the mini quads. Had RSSI warnings soon, so I went with the TBS micro receiver in there as well, and this is how I mounted the antenna. Okay guys, I really enjoyed flying the Vortex 230 Mojo. So the motors are upgraded. They feel really punchy to me. If you like me and just don't have too much time to build and rather want to go fly, go with this. Yeah, and about the radio link, as I said, I wasn't too happy about my FrSky 2.4, which is not in general because it's a good system, but just with my radio something seems to be broken. So I really enjoyed the confidence of Crossfire on here. It's small, it's easy to set up. I had to upgrade my Taranis and spend the whole morning to get it running, but yeah, it's okay, and there are good video tutorials on how to set up Crossfire, so it should be easy for you. So definitely a recommendation, of course only after one flight session with Crossfire, but yeah, I feel it's more responsive, so I want to try to measure the latency of the different flight control systems, but yeah, I will have to take a look at how this is possible. I think it's a good idea, if you don't use the cam inside, use this Velcro all around here to secure this rubber foam part, because you will lose it otherwise. So secure it like this. It was really straightforward and easy to plant this receiver here and get the antennas through the LED to the holes in the LED diffuser board. We could also route them out here. Just sticky tape on the bottom, and they, for this XSR, for the really tiny FrSky receivers, for the XSR they even supply the correct cable, so short cable, just plug it in here and here. Have a standard model on your Taranis, run through the wizard. It's really 5 minutes you could be flying, and I love this kind of ready to fly things. So while this is accessible, you see the connector for the cam here, and also the fun port on the other side. The cam mount, fairly simple here. It's a standard size cam mount, so you can fit things like the Runcam Sparrow, which I have lying around here, and mount it here with the screws. I don't have the highest of hopes for this camera included here, which own immersion cam with an HS 1177 chip, so it's okay, but it's kinda outdated, I think. I will for sure switch this out at some point in the future, but of course for the first flights and for the review I will test it with the supplied cam, which is not bad at all. These are the electronics, the insides. There's another board below the receiver here. Yeah, and take extra care upon receiver installation that you don't have the receiver between or underneath these holes. Take extra care not to place the receiver directly under these holes, because... Ooh, oh fuck, the torque. Because if the screw goes down all the way and damages the receiver, you're in trouble. Okay, let's install the top plate. How do we connect a Crossfire Micro RX version 2 to the Vortex 230? Well, I used the cable that came with the Vortex, but I had to change the pin out for the Crossfire receiver. It's easy, you just need a sharp little tool to bend this tooth here and pull out the cable and pull it in this direction. Black is ground, red is 5 volts, and white is channel 1. On the Taranis I have the micro JR module from TBS. I mean, it's not that powerful as the large one, but for mini quads I think it's cool. I had some range issues with the internal module on 2.4 GHz. I thought about buying an XJT module for the backside here, but it's $60, this is $100, and it's a new tech which I liked to play around with. And this should have awesome range. Plug in the module, and then the part that is a bit of work is you have to flash the Taranis to OpenTX version 2.2 for it to support Crossfire and Lua scripts, which is nice anyways. There is a really good tutorial from Oscar Liang about how to firmware update your Taranis if you didn't do this a lot. take a look in the long press menu. On the second page you have Crossfire, and there is a Lua script. Long press and execute Crossfire Micro TX. Within here you can set up a few things, you can bind it. Binding it was easy, and if you're bound and connected you see both the transmitter and the receiver. In the receiver I have no idea what the megahertz setting here is, but I just leave it at defaults. On the channel 1 I have S-Bus. The TX wizard wouldn't recognize this receiver here, and I was not sure about the cabling and stuff. Turned out that I just had this switch which limits my throttle channel to 0. If the throttle channel is disabled by such a switch, then the TX wizard on the Vortex will not work. So if you have some kind of protective switches, disable them or turn on your engine, go to the middle section and then you're good. Kept me working on this longer than I needed to. Just make sure that these screws here won't puncture your RX if they're below. But since this is really small, it fits in there just nice. I just had to unscrew the LED reflector and route the cable underneath. So that's how we ended up logging. That's how I mounted the Crossfire antenna. I did some research and it shouldn't be an L shape or a V shape, it should be a straight line because it's a dipole, just like the Immortal T. This is the antenna the micro receiver comes with. It has two ends, the small black and the larger white one, or silver one. And I've just used a shrink wrapped cable tie all around here and hot glued it to the base. And I could route the antenna cable out here from inside. So the receiver is mounted safely inside. Until then, thanks for watching my review. Hit me up in the comments, tell me what you like and what you didn't. Thanks for watching. Bye.